So, hello guys, welcome back everyone. How are you all? Hope you must be fine. I hope you must be fit and fine. So, what we have done in last session or previous session, I think we had done two topic. That is, one is wait a minute. So continue again. So where we are discussing about what we have done in last session. That what we have done. We have done two topic. That is first is vector is empathy method, and second is vector iterate method. And we had also done two programs of vector is empathy method, and we had also done two programs of vector iterate method. Now, today we are going to do two topics. That is first the last element. That what is vector last element? We will see its syntax. What is the uh, common meaning of this? And after that, we will see last index of element. That what is last index? We will do. We will also see its program. So, okay, as you already, first one thing that I have to tell you that after from this video onwards, I am stopping my Java coding language program, and from next session, I am going to start my C programming. I am going to start my C programming session that we will discuss that what is C program, that and what the syntax of C programming, how to do this programming C programming. We will discuss many things in that. So from today onwards, I am stopping my Java uh, coding program. After the so 1 minute wait. Actually, guest has come in my house, so I can. Okay, guys. So where we are? I think we are discussing about a new topic that what we will do today. So what we will do? One thing. One minute wait. Hello. So where we are? I think we are discussing about what we have to do today in today's session. So we discuss it that we will do two topics on vector program. That's one is vector last element method. We will do one program on that, and after that we will second is vector last index of method, and we will also do one program for that. So first of all, for sorry for that for waiting, because some guest has came in my house, so that's why I resume my video. So now I am free, and now I'm going to make my video. So let's see how to do this program. So first of all, we have to discuss its concept. After that, we will go through this program. So first of all, we have to discuss last element concept, and after that, we will discuss last index of method concept. So for doing this, I open Chrome for the theory or for the concept, for the understanding of concept. So I open here and I search here Java vector in Java. Vector in Java, now click it on, and after that you see a Java theme point website. Now click on this website. After opening a Java theme point website, you see here last element method, last element topic that is here. That is here last element topic. You see here. So I click it on. After the opening this topic, now we would like to understand that what is last element method. That what is it? Java vector last element method The last element method of Java vector class is used to get the last component of the vector. What is it meaning? Its meaning is the last element method of Java vector is used to get the last component of the vector. Now we'll see what is syntax. Following is the declaration of last element method. That is public e last element method. Now we'll see parameter. This method does not accept any parameter. This method does not accept any parameter. What it returns? We'll see here the last element method returns the last element of the vector. The component at size is -1. What is its meaning? Its meaning is the last element method return the last element of the vector. That is the component at the index size is -1. Now we will see here exception. What is exception? No such element exception. This method has thrown an exception if the vector is empty. This method has thrown an exception if the vector is what? Empty. So now that's the theory. Now we would like to go through its program. So let's see how to do this program. So for doing this program, I will open Visual Studio Code. For doing this program, so I open here. I search here Visual. So Studio Code. And now I click on New File because for creating a new program, because that is most important while you are creating a program, while you're creating a new program. So you should all have to know this thing. Creating a new program is better than writing your program in an existing file, because if sometime that somebody asks that please show somebody asks that please show me this file, please show me this program, then what you will do? If you have forget your file name, you can't show them. So that's why we must have to remember our program name, and must have to do our program in new file. That is must better. That is must better. So you should all have to follow them. So so I create a new file here. I write and I create a new file. So I write file name. So here I write file name because I'm creating a new file. So I write here vector 73.java. Now enter it and now save this file. After the saving this file, now what we have to do? We have to write package statement. So what is package statement? That is import java.util.star semicolon. That is most important for writing a vector program, for creating a vector program while you are creating a vector program. So you should all have to remember these things, that we must have to put package statement while we are creating a vector program, or as well as in users program. So we must have to put this package statement. So I write here input java.util.star semicolon. After that writing this statement, now what we have to do? We have to create a class name here. So I write a vector 73. Now it will curly bracket, and here write public static void main string args. After that you take bracket here, and here write curly, here you take curly bracket, and here write after the creating of class. Now what we have to do? We have to write vector format. So what is it vector format? That is vector of base in capital letter while we are writing a vector format. So you should all have to remember this thing, that vector of base in capital letter. And after that, I write string again, string of s in capital letter, because string is the place of elements. So you should all have to mean this thing. Now after that, I write here vec is equal to no. Vec is basically a short name for vector. So you should all have to mean this thing. Now after that, write the vector is in capital letter again. and here I take less than greater than sign, and here I take bracket, and here I put 4 in the bracket. Now after that I put semicolon. After the writing this statement, now after the writing a vector format, now what we have to do? We have to write vector addition format. So what is this vector addition format? That is vec dot add, take a bracket, take inverted comma, and here write Java. After that you put semicolon. Again you write a vec dot add. Here you write, here you take bracket, and here you take inverted comma, and here you write the Java script, Java script, and after that you put semicolon. Again you write a vec dot add, and here you write what we have to write here. Here we have to write Android in the black in the inverted comma, Android. After that I put semicolon. Again we have to write a vec dot add, and now I take bracket, and here write, here I take inverted comma, and here I write Python. After that you put semicolon. After the writing this statement, now what we have to do? We have to print our all vector addition format. We have to print our all vector addition elements. So we have to write here where is print statement, that is system of s in capital letter while we are writing a print statement. So you should all have to make this thing, that system of s in capital letter, system dot out dot println. And here I take bracket, and here I write the last element of a vector is, now here I write plus. Now what we have to do? We have to write vector last element method, so that is plus vec dot last. Again element of is in capital letter while we are writing a last element method. So you should all have to make this thing, that element of is in capital letter while we are writing a last element method. If you don't put this element of is in capital letter, then your program will does not compile, your program will show error. So we must have to put element of is in capital letter. After that I put semicolon. Now this program is completed. Now what we have to do? We have to check whether it is successful or not. So we have to compile it first. After that we will run it. So for compilation I use terminal option, new terminal option, or whether else you can also use cmd, that is command prompt. You can find it in your search bar. So after the opening of terminal option, now what we have to do? We have to firstly compile it, and after that we have to run this. So for comparisons we have to write the compiling format, that is Java C, and after that what we have to do? After that we are after the writing a compiling file. Now what after that what we have to do? We have to take file name for compilation. So you should all have to remember this thing. For compilation your file name is only taken. So you should all have to remember this thing, that for compilation your file name is only taken. So I write here file name, that is my vector73.java. So here is my file name here. So you see that here is my file name. So I after that I write a file name, because that is most important, that for compilation your file name is only taken. So you should all have to remember this thing. So I write here file name, that is vector 73.java. After that enter it, and now wait a few seconds for compilation. So wait for it. After you see that is successfully compiled. Now after the compilation what we have to do? We have to run this program. So we have to write running statement, that is Java, and after that what we have to do? We have to take class name. Here is my class name. We have to take class name while we are running our program. So you should all have to remember this thing that while we are running our program, your file name, sorry, your class name is only taken. So you should all have to remember this thing that I write a class name that is vector 73. Now after that enter it and let's see what is my last element method. This main method does not found in string args. Import Java.util.star. Oh, I got it. Where I got it? My problem here. Here, main. Now save again. Control plus S. Now compile again. Control plus S. Oh, Control plus S. Now compile again. And after the compilation, so let's see. Wait for it. After the compilation, you see that it's successfully compiled. Now after that, we have to run. So let's see. You see that last element of vector is Python. So from this way, you could also print any type of vector last element method. Now that's it, the vector last element method. Now topic. Now we would like to go to second topic, that is last index of methods. So first of all, we have to discuss its concept, and after that we will do its program. So first of all, we have to discuss its concept. So what is concept? So first of all, we have to open last index of element topic index. So you see that here you see that last index of, now you click it on. After the opening this interface, opening this link, now what we have to understand what is this last index method. The last index of Java vector class method is used to get the index of last occurrence of the specified element in the vector. What is meaning? Its meaning is the Java vector class is method used to get the index at the last occurrence of the specified element in the vector. There are two different types of Java last index method. What is it? What is different types? Which can be differentiated depending on its parameter. What is it? These are Java vector last index of object or method first. Second is Java vector last index of object or int index method. That is it. Now we will see a last index of object or method. What is it? It returns the index of last occurrence of the specified element in this vector. What it means? It returns the last index. It returns the index of the last occurrence of the specified element in the vector. If the element is not found, if the element is not found, then what will we do? It returns -1. The last index of object o int index greater than c method. What is it meaning? What is it? We will see what is it that this method is used to get the index of last occurrence of the specified element in the vector. What is it meaning? This method is used to get the index of last occurrence of the specified element in the vector. It starts searching for an element in the backward direction and from the specified index. If the element is not found, then it returns -1. Now we will see what is syntax. Following is the declaration of last index of method. The public int last index of object obj, public int last index of object obj int index. Now we'll see what is parameter. Its parameter is index. It is an index where to start searching for the element in the backward direction. It is an index where to start searching from the element in the direction. It is required. Now we'll see about this obj. It is an element to search for. What is search for? It is an element to search for. It is required. Now we'll see what it returns. The last Index of method return the of last occurrence of the specified element in the vector of returns minus 1. What is meaning? The last index of method return the index of the last occurrence of the specified element in the vector of returns minus 1. If the vector does not contain the element, what meaning? If the vector does not contain the element, now we will see what is exception. Exception is index out of bound exception. This method has thrown an exception if the index is of an array is out of range. What is meaning? If the index is out of range of array, index is less than is equal to size. It depends on size that whether a index is greater than or equals to greater than it depends on size. Now that's the theory, that the concept of last index of method. Now we would like to go through its program. So let's see what how to do this program. So for doing this program, I create a new file here again because that is much better. So I create a new file here and I write a vector 74.java. Now enter it. Now save this file. After the saving this file, now what we have to do? We have to write package statement. So you should all have to remember this thing, that after we are creating a vector program or as well as in a user program, so we must have to put the package statement, that is import java dot util dot star semicolon, because that is most important while we are writing or while we are creating a vector program. So you should all have to remember this thing. So you should all have to learn this thing. So after the writing this is there, so now I create a class in here. I write the vector 74. Now it is curly bracket and here I write public static void main string. After that you take args. Now you take here take curly bracket, and after the creating a class name, now what we have to do? We have to write vector format. So what is it vector format? That is what is it vector format? That is vector of base in capital letter while we are writing a vector format. So you should all have to know this thing, that vector of base in capital letter while we are writing a vector format. So vector of base in capital letter. Now after that I write a integer, because integer of again integer of I is in capital letter, because integer is a place of uh, string and element. So you should all have to know this thing. After that I write a in is equals to new. Again I write a vector of base in capital letter vector, I take a less than greater than sign, and here I write bracket. Now after that I put semicolon. Now after the writing this statement, now what we have to do? We have to write vector addition format. So what is vector addition format? That is vec so not vec in dot add, and here I write 100 in the bracket and I put semicolon, and I write here again in dot add, and here I write 200 in the bracket and I put semicolon. Again I write in dot add, and here I write 300. 300 in the bracket and I put semicolon, or as you write here 500, 300. Now again I write in dot add. Here I write here bracket, here I take bracket, and here I write 100 again. Now I put semicolon. Again you write here in dot add, and here you write 400. Now you put semicolon. Now after the writing of vector addition formula, now what we have to do? We have to print all vector addition elements. So we have to write print statement. So what is it print statement? That is system of s in capital letter while we are writing a print statement. So you should all have to know this thing that system of s in capital letter. So system dot out dot println, and here I take bracket and here I write index of element is. Now after that, what we have to do, we have to write back index in the last index of element method. So I write here last again index of is in capital letter while we are writing a last index of element method. So you should all have to remember this thing that index of is in capital letter and as well as of o is in capital letter. So I write here of, then of o is in capital letter. Now I write here 100 in the bracket, and now after that I put semicolon. Now after that what we have to do, this program is completed. Now after that what we have to do, we have to check whether it is complete, whether it is successful or not. For checking, first of all we have to compile it. So for compilation we have to write compiling format, that is Java sin, and after that we have to take file name for compilation. So you should all have to remember this thing that for compilation use file name is only taken. So you should all have to remember this thing. So here is my file name vector74.java. So I write here vector74.java, and now I enter it, and now wait for 2 seconds for compilation. So we got some error there. So where is it? So we, oh, I did not return here vec format. So I have to write vec format. So after that you write there. Now you write a dot. Now again control plus S, save again. Now compile again. And now wait for few seconds for compilation. You see that it's successfully compiled. Now after the compilation, now what we have to do, we have to check whether it is run or not. So we have to run this program. So I write a Java running the statement. Now after that, what we have to do, we have to take class name for running a program. So you should all have to remember the thing that for running your class name is only taken. So here is my class name vector74. So I write here vector74. Now enter it, and now let's see what is it. The index of element is 3. That is 3. So from this way you could also print any type of vector last index of method and vector last element method. So that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed my videos very well. If you enjoyed this, then please like, subscribe and share my videos to everyone so that everyone can see my videos, everyone can watch my videos. So thank you for this. And one thing that I have to tell you that today onwards we are going to stop Java program, and from next session we will we would like to go through or we would like to go through C programming. That what is C programming, what the syntax, well, many things. But many things we have to done this in that. Many things what we have to do in that. So that's it for today. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. Bye bye. Take care. Good night.